Aquarius, I'm so excited to be here with you. I feel like we took a little bit of a break. I hope that everybody's entry into the new year has been smooth. I'm so curious about, so Jupiter just moved into Pisces, and I've noticed an atmospheric change for myself in general. I mean, I also have a lot of Pisces in my chart. I've been noticing stuff. Jupiter moving into Pisces. Pisces is 12th house. It's all about dream world, our subconscious, psychology. There's a lot more that goes into it. But it's almost about the things that are, in a way, not tangible to us until we get into a deeper level of connection. I've noticed stuff with my dreams going on. And I'm wondering how you guys have felt the last couple days. Like, if you feel like there's been any sort of shift in the environment for you. I would love to hear anybody's story if you'd like to share. So before we get into it, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. All right. There may be some shadow work that some of us are doing. Maybe something that ended up just popping up that we're now becoming aware of, okay? I'm looking at the Hierophant popping out. Maybe we feel guided in a certain direction. I'm seeing us being led into a place, maybe into more of a meditative state. I'm getting something also going on in the dreamscape as well. I'm hearing dreamscape. I'm seeing us getting connected in a way where it's leading us to securing something, something that we've been working for. This has to do with our stability. This can have to do with our home life as well. I'm getting for some this can do with a job. I'm seeing there be some sort of switch up for us. It's almost like there may have been something that was going on where we could have been in a place where we were keeping more to ourselves, maybe things that we needed to, I'm hearing uncover, discover, and now I'm almost seeing us moving into a place where it's like that portion of this journey has ended, and I'm seeing us kind of reaching a sort of enlightenment that we need, so now we can kind of press play. I'm getting that type of vibe here. There may have been something that we were feeling worried about, maybe having to do with a job. This can also be a masculine figure in our lives. I'm looking at earth signs here. If this has to do solely with our job, I'm seeing us figuring out something about the way that we want to take something. It has to do with the direction and about following our intuition as well. We may be learning to almost gain a sense of self-confidence with the direction that we want to go in. Maybe we were feeling like we didn't have a sort of specialty needed to step into a certain place, and maybe now we're realizing that even if the way that we approach something is different than the way that other people would approach something, that we can still make it work for us in a dynamic way. I'm seeing us following our intuition through a process, and I'm seeing that there's a lesson that we're completing here. A finish line that we're getting to. It's almost like I'm seeing us kind of like entering into a new world here. I'm seeing there being a catalyst I'm hearing that we're presented with. Okay, so right now we're being guided by spirit not to be taking any offers, exchanging energy with anyone that puts us in a place where we feel like we don't belong. It's like finding things that you feel you can identify with. This means like reflecting on who you feel like you are, where you want to be spending your time and energy, and also not taking offers from like people, experiences, all of that make you feel like you're alone, that make you feel like you're misunderstood. It's like all about bringing a sense of I'm hearing the miseducation. This is all about finding a place where you feel like you can be one with something. It's like the opposite of this card is like feeling like you can do things on your own, feeling like you have support around you, supporting yourself as well, and understanding that it's okay to be different. It can also be a plus, because when you don't feel worried about falling in line in the ways that like other people do as a society, means you can bring your own originality into the things that you want to do, and it ultimately gives you more creative power as well. And I'm seeing us being in a place where we may be recognizing that there's a different way that we want to go about doing things, maybe like something that's intrinsic to us, and how that's actually something that can benefit us rather than make us feel ostracized at the end of the day, which makes us feel kind of like the black sheep. So I'm seeing us getting connected here, maybe with our guides, maybe some of us are meditating, I'm seeing grounding, I'm seeing us like taking a break, maybe getting some rest that we needed to have, maybe from a job, maybe also like this recuperative energy. I'm seeing us as well trying to figure out like where we want to expand as far as like a career setting, maybe reorienting ourselves, maybe making new goals that we want to establish, things that we want to pursue as well. And I'm seeing that when we look within, I'm getting, it's almost like I'm getting this notion of like bullet journaling here. And it's almost like you have these different things that you're setting out to want to accomplish for yourself. And I'm seeing us like intuitively going through this process, like when these ideas pop up to you, maybe to want to be categorizing them and organizing them. I'm getting in some sort of category of like what's most important to you. And I'm getting something about the categorization of whatever these goals are for us. And I'm seeing us again, like maybe we're getting intuitive nudges about messages as well, about like what goals we want to be setting for ourselves and then going out to achieve these things. This can also be, this can be too interpersonal stuff as well. I'm also getting something with finances for some of us, okay? I'm seeing us following our intuition, and I'm seeing there being a sense of, I'm hearing happiness and completion that we're moving through. And I'm looking at the 10 of Pentacles, I'm looking at the 10 of Cups, and I'm looking at the 10 of Swords. So it's almost like getting to the precipice of something, and then I'm getting like this, overture I'm hearing. It's almost like you're moving now into a new direction, because I'm seeing it, I'm not seeing the 10 of Swords as anything malefic. I'm seeing it almost like we may be starting a new chapter. I'm hearing a new leaf of where we want to be going, and there may be a lot of lessons that we're actually recognizing we have under our belt now. It's almost like understanding like certain goals that we have, where we want to be striving towards, understanding like more of an idea of what's going to feel fulfilling to us, maybe ideals that we have for interpersonal relationships, maybe also connecting with people as well, feeling one with them, and also feeling like we're intuitively being guided in a way that feels like it's in alignment with us, where you feel like you're on the right track, okay? That doesn't mean you're always going to know what you're doing at all points in time. It just means that when you kind of go into a meditative state or a grounding state, whatever you want to call that, it's like when you check in with your guides, you are reassured that you are in the right place, okay? In whatever way that means to you, okay? And I'm getting too that, I'm getting this notion too about like Jupiter moving into Pisces now. It's almost like there were a lot of difficult lessons and chapters that we've been moving through, and they're now coming to an end, because I'm seeing like a large, I'm hearing class completion. So maybe a lot of people in the collective, maybe like a focus on Aquarian energy here, as this is an Aquarius reading. It's almost like a graduation energy into something else, like all of those difficult lessons that we needed to go through. It's like we're coming now out on the other side of that, and now there's joy to be had. I'm seeing us channeling something that is related to some sort of epiphany moment that we're having, because we've taken the time here to reflect. And I'm seeing this be the catalyst for us to get moving here. some of us can be traveling, going in a different direction with something, maybe deciding a direction that we want to go into. This can also mean like mentally traveling somewhere for yourself, traveling as far as like goals, ideals that we have, making things mobile for ourselves, maybe going on short trips, maybe a sense of exploration that we're doing as well. I'm seeing that we may be getting assistance right now, possibly from a job, maybe feeling like we're going to be compensated in a different way. And I'm also seeing that our reflection is helping us as well, like our self-reflection is going to be actually helping us perform better when we are doing our jobs as well. Okay, so signs I'm seeing, I'm looking at Cancer, I'm looking at Neptune, which is Pisces, I'm looking at Saturn, Capricorn, I'm looking at Virgo, and I'm looking at Taurus up at the top. All right, I'm looking at the Magician popping out. I'm looking at the Queen of Wands, and I'm looking at the Four of Wands. For some of us, I'm getting that there could be some sort of like creative project, creative venture that we're coming to terms with, maybe piecing together, maybe harmonizing with another person as well. For some of us, we could be collaborating with another. I'm looking at a fire sign here. It doesn't have to be. It's just like more so the embodiment of that archetype of energy, which the Queen of Wands is all about. It's all about fire, passion, feeling like you can do things independently, your creativity, also feeling comfortable within your skin, and feeling like you are able to carry things out creatively. It's like very much being in touch with your creativity and where you want to channel that as well. And also feeling a sense of confidence in yourself, and I'm hearing what you want to give to the world. And I'm seeing that paired here with the Magician, which speaks on Mercury energy. And this is all like the third house, the way that we want to be. I'm hearing confessing, communicating, these like artistic ventures that we want to go in. We could also be communicating with somebody that we want to link up with, maybe in a more romantic way as well, if this is not some creative venture that we're on, although it can be both for some. I'm looking at counterpart energy. I'm looking at the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm seeing some sort of opportunity offer that we have to link up with somebody here. I'm looking at strong counterpart energy. This can be a fire sign. This can be somebody that has a lot of fire in their chart, okay? It doesn't have to be like a sun sign, fire sign. This can be somebody that maybe has like a fire stellium in their chart, something like that. So I'm looking at something that we manifested. This can be an individual that we manifested. This can also be us independently manifesting something that we want to draw in that we feel like is complementary to our energy. These are counterparts here, because I'm seeing that like when we're in an empowered space, when we are feeling confident in the energy that we want to exude, and this is all about when we're in our feminine energy, when we're in our like Venus energy, this is all about being receptive. It's all about what we call in towards us. And I'm seeing that what we've called in towards us is some sort of harmony. Again, this can always be us with ourselves, but I'm getting for quite a lot of you that this looks like counterpart energy, somebody that we're linking up with, okay? I'm seeing a harmony here. So this means like somebody that you will be able to find your way with as you come together with them. So it's something that you're going to need to put time and effort into, as most things that we do. This doesn't mean just because this is a complementary energy to you that automatically off the bat it's just going to be easy. There's always like learning another person, getting to know another person, like sharing things about yourself. I'm getting this notion here about like not rushing the process, okay? And ultimately for this harmony, I'm seeing that the offer comes in, and I'm looking at the King of Wands here. So this is about a masculine energy stepping towards you. Remember, energies can always be reversed. If you identify as a masculine energy, then you'd be the one making an offer to somebody. If you identify as the feminine energy, then you would be receiving an offer. But I'm seeing like a very good, I'm hearing transfer flow here with this person. Again, I'm looking at like straight wands here. Wands are all fire energy. So I'm getting like some sort of emphasis that we have, maybe some sort of contact that we have with this person. Maybe something with Mars in the chart as well. Because I'm looking at a lot of red and orange here. This is like root chakra, solar plexus. Not solar plexus, but maybe there's a focus on something that we've manifested. It's root chakra, sacral chakra. Yellow is solar plexus energy. I'm getting something that we manifested, something that we willed into being, something that has to do, I'm hearing, with love and affection. The type of love we want to receive and also what we want to give to those around us. I'm getting that, I'm almost seeing it like the magician started off with his cup that didn't have anything in it, and it's like by the end of the manifestation, it's just pouring out with all of these things that we feel connected with, like maybe ties that we're making with another person, the way that we're connecting. It's almost like the cup started empty and now it overflows with the things that you have manifested and filled it with. I'm hearing something about a wish fulfillment, and also like the energy that we channel into this cup of love that we have to share. This can be about self-love as well. Maybe us believing in ourselves and our creativity. Maybe us working on our confidence too. Maybe going also in the direction of the things that we feel passionate about. I'm looking at some sort of soul contract. Okay, so this looks very much like in a very close interpersonal relationship, soul contract that is coming to light now, something that has to do with love. I'm getting something about South Node contacts here. This can be an indicator of a past life with somebody as well. So I'm seeing somebody coming through and communicating the way that they are feeling. For some of us, this can be somebody from the past that we know of already. For others, I'm seeing this as being something completely new for you. I'm getting that if this is somebody that you don't know about in like this current lifetime, then whoever this person is coming through, this looks like a past life connection to me. Something, okay, so it is said that when you have a past life connection with somebody, when you come to meet them, it's like within the first little bit of hanging out with them, it's almost like you guys have known each other already, like you feel comfortable with them, like you've hung out with them before, stuff like that, like you've been, like, experienced their presence before, their energy. There's some sense of familiarity that you feel. And always follow your personal intuition, heed your personal intuition. It's very important, because this is a general reading. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody coming through, clarifying a type of love. I'm hearing message that they want to give to you. I'm seeing us being guided to be receptive to what this person has to say, okay? Alright, so for those of you that have manifested a type of like loving relationship where you feel like there's going to be reciprocity within this, where you feel like somebody is going to be putting in as much effort as you are, I'm seeing that this is very much leading in that direction, okay? I'm hearing potential. I'm looking at somebody that we find very, very attractive, okay? Somebody that's also attracted to us. I'm seeing there being some sort of communication coming through here. I'm looking at it being in regard to linking up with this person, maybe harmonizing in a way, maybe meeting up with them. For some, I'm getting the word dating. Like maybe somebody wants to take you on a date. I'm seeing that coming through as well. I'm seeing somebody clarify the way that they feel. And also being, okay, so for some of us, like as we move through this process, I'm getting like you could have like just started hanging out with somebody. Wherever I catch you on the timeline, you're gonna have to kind of fit this in. So when you start hanging out with somebody, I'm seeing them kind of being in the place of formulating like the way that they want to approach you, as far as like maybe taking something to the next level, maybe like taking a further step with you, okay? And I'm seeing them like being very, very deliberate and careful with what they want to communicate with you and how they want the delivery to go. Like I'm getting like handle with care, okay, about like the way that this thing comes through, okay? I'm getting something sentimental here. It's like somebody that feels like very passionate, and I'm hearing genuine and authentic about the delivery that they want to make. And it's something sentimental as well. It's something that I'm hearing is packaged with care. Aw, Aquarius. Packaged with care. I'm seeing somebody coming in, offering you this opportunity to maybe, I'm hearing something about engaging, maybe an engagement for some, but for a lot of you, I'm getting that this is almost like taking a relationship to the next step, like a sentiment of, like maybe somebody telling you they really like you, they want to be with you. Maybe for some of us, someone's telling you that they love you for the first time. Maybe the way that somebody sees you, maybe that they want to be in a serious, committed relationship. I'm seeing like a partner that we find ourselves very attracted to. I'm looking at the King of Wands here. This would be somebody somebody creative. It may be somebody that has a bit of fire energy in their chart, whereas like they may be like more dominant, they may like to lead things out. There could be like Mars in the first house, something like that, where they are ready to take the lead. Maybe they enjoy being in control. They're also going to be somebody that like archetypally speaking, this would be somebody that that is creative, that can kind of like take charge, lead things out in a way where they're good at like delegating, organizing, stuff like that. They may have some creative streak as well, like maybe that's part of their job, or maybe pastimes that they enjoy. They'd be very passionate about what they do, okay? And I'm seeing us being guided to really make sure that we're balancing out any part of ourselves where we are feeling tension. Like there may be something going on where we may potentially butt heads with this person. Like if you feel like you have a strong personality, I'm seeing that this person also has a strong personality. And this is all about like controlling the fire energy that both of you guys have. And really, I'm getting something about moderating here. It's like checking in with yourself, making sure that you're setting boundaries, making sure that you're not being stifled as well, and really figuring out like ways that we want to balance out our speech. I'm getting our communication and also our emotions and what we're feeling. It's like making sure that you're grounded when you communicate. I'm getting that this is for like the people that are going to be saying something to someone else regarding the way that they feel. It's like the notion of when you communicate with this person about your feelings, you do it from a grounded place, okay? It's about like not rushing into things. It's about really feeling how you're feeling, like being present when you are communicating with this person. I'm getting that that's kind of like the backbone of this here. I'm looking at Gemini, I'm looking at Sagittarius, and I'm looking at Mercury here. Okay, friends, we are going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for being here. Aquarius, I'm wishing you a very happy beginning of January. I hope that everybody's doing well. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.